not like I didn't know that domestic violence was there. You know, I didn't think that it was a swept under the rug type of issue, but I didn't know how to help. And I recall being in experiences with my friends, and I try to be there as much as possible, but you know, there are certain things you don't know unless you're trained, honestly. So I started volunteering because I wanted to know how to help survivors of domestic violence.
In order to become a VST volunteer, you must attend the 50-hour Volunteer Academy training that is offered twice a year. The Academy is comprised of community experts and SPD personnel, delivering the most current and relevant information you'll need in order to be a successful volunteer.
From the beginning of my time with the victim support team until the end, I learned that domestic violence is very layered. When I first came in, one of the first questions that was on my mind was, why doesn't the victim just leave? And throughout the year, I realized not only is it not that easy, but that's not the question that we should be asking as a society. What we should be asking is, why doesn't the abuser stop abusing? And that was really, really powerful to me, you know, because as a society, that's what we think. We do a lot of victim blaming. But I learned throughout my time that, I mean, obviously it's not helpful, but it's a stigma that we really need to change, because it really hinders people from helping, and it hinders also victims from coming forward because they think that it's their fault. When people come in for assistance, we give them almost all the time, it's information on shelters, because that's one of the biggest things. People need a place to stay, a safe place to stay. So we give them information on shelters. We give them information on other community resources, because you know, we're not doing this alone. We're doing this with the help of so many other agencies. We're also, you know, physically, we're giving them food, we're giving them phones, because sometimes the abuser has taken away the phone from them and there's no way that they can communicate or even call for help if they needed to. We also give them a lot of moral support, and I think that we also give them a sense of empowerment. Just being able to tell your story, sometimes for the first time, is an act of giving that victim or that survivor their power back, and you know, letting us tell them that this is real, you're not crazy, this has happened to you, and validating that what they're feeling is real and what they're feeling is okay. And after you've been just put down for so long or worn down for so long, you might not have had anybody telling you that your feelings are valid. And I think that that's a critical step in moving forward for any survivor.
While many of you may have the best of intentions, please understand we are not interested in recruiting a rescuer. You'll learn in Academy about empowerment-based advocacy, and that many survivors of violence do not need a knight on a white horse to come rescue or save them. Instead, what they need is support, resources, and information to achieve their safety. We must be careful that we are not replacing the control of a batterer with the control of a well-meaning advocate. The next steps after completing Academy are to complete an SPD ride-along and 2 field training shifts. Your commitment to the program includes serving 8-hour shifts per month during the weekend, and we also ask that you attend 7 out of 12 monthly meetings. The basic requirements to becoming a VST volunteer are that you must pass an SPD criminal background check, be 21 years of age or older upon application, and possess a valid Washington State driver's license. Please note this is a competitive process and that not all applicants are accepted.
My name is David Seba. I live in Seattle, and I've been volunteering with the Seattle Police Department's Domestic Violence Victim Support Team for 11 years. I know that the program and program management values my contributions to VST, and I know that the Seattle Police Department values my contributions to the work that they do. I've gotten so much out of being with VST that I really just appreciate the opportunity to do this work in this way, because it's helped me grow as a person, not just in terms of allowing me to make a contribution, but in terms of teaching me about myself in ways that I wouldn't have learned those things doing other kinds of volunteer work.
I can't encourage you enough to think about becoming a volunteer with the Victim Support Team. I thank you for your support of the Seattle Police Department and for your work on behalf of the victims of domestic violence.
Thank you so much for your interest in our program, and I sincerely hope to hear from you soon.